What's up, YouTube? It's your girl RomY on a Sunday morning, here to give what the people want, all things GameStop. So without further ado and with great reticence, let's get into it. First off, let's do a little housekeeping. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. If you like the video, give it a quick thumbs up. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I've also provided a link below so that you can avail yourself to some free stocks. So, what can I say about GameStop? I know that everyone is anxious to be part of the movement, and if you got in at a decent level, that being anywhere from 7 to 14 or even at $40 to $65, then you're in a really good place. I bought one share of Game and I bought one share of AMC simply to support the movement. But to say that I'm going to invest any more funds into GameStop or AMC or any other heavily shorted name would be a lie. And I'll tell you why. At this juncture, it would be gambling. I'd be gambling with the hope that GME will continue to rise. Just like the hedge fund that was shorting GME was hoping and gambling that the price would continue to decline. There are no fundamentals driving GME higher but the mania, and I was part of the mania. I'm part of the mania. I bought one share of each. I bought one share of GME. I bought one share of AMC. So what would I say to anyone who has $400? Well, collectively between the two stock tickers, GME and AMC, it would be about $400 moving forward. If you have $400 to spare and you want to be part of the movement, then by all means go ahead. But, big but, if you're divesting, if you're liquidating some of your core positions and assets to be part of this movement or to get rich quick, like you're coming out of your core positions that are paying you dividends, helping you to pay bills, part of your 401k, your retirement, then I would caution against it. And I would actually say don't do it because you would be gambling at best. These big institutions that are throwing money at this mania left and right, like Chamath and Elon tweeting, they're billionaires. You know, $100,000, $500,000 is a drop in the bucket for them. But for us, $100,000 is a down payment on a mansion. $100,000 pays off someone's mortgage. $100,000, $500,000 is the price of a home. Let's think about this. We need to step back from in front of this elephant to see the big picture in its entirety. And you also need to think about the old adage, right? That the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Do you think that these hedge funds aren't part of this price movement? They smelt blood in the water, right? And if you think they didn't put their foot into this water, you're wrong. There's no way the little guy, the 99% us, drove that price up all on our own. Are you attempting to get rich quick? I'm attempting to get rich, but the quick part is the part that gives me pause in this environment. Don't get me wrong, I do hope that these companies flourish in the end of this issue, more shares, and are able to help clean up their balance sheet to some extent. But the GME mania is just peeling back the layers of the onion. It's removing your blinders and it's ripping off the band-aid of a systemic problem of the 99% being left behind. What do I mean by that? Recently, we had a number of platforms limit our purchasing ability. And this is where we start to get into the weeds. Because it seems as though it's a concerted attempt to stop the 99% from amassing great fortune. And this is where you see them hampering the growth and price of other stocks and the market in effect. We have strong names like GM, AMD, SBUX being looped into this saga. They've joined a list of 50 restricted stocks on Robinhood. And this has left a bad taste in my mouth. So much that I've decided to look for other alternatives, because this is why I started the channel in the first place, so that we could avail ourselves to fractional shares, to get your feet wet, to get your skin in the game. I hate that terminology, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so how do you get into GME without getting into GME and without getting hurt from the potential blowback? You buy an ETF. What is an ETF? An ETF is a basket of stocks, and it contains the stock that you might be interested in owning without owning just that stock all in one. There are many ETFs, but the ETF I want to concentrate on, and the one that I traded last week, was XRT, and that's the retail ETF. It contains names like Guess, Macy's, 1-800-Flowers, The Real, and guess who? GME. So let's go over the chart. At a glance, XRT looks great. But what do we see here? A recent spike with a lot of volatility. I'm going to place the GME chart right next to it so that you can compare them. And what do we see? They're almost identical, right? I did my best here to show you support levels for XRT. And if you're interested in getting into this, it's a trade, not an investment, a trade to ride this wave of uncertainty. Let's look at the highs over the last couple of days. I want you to take note of that RSI. It's well over 70. And that is a huge issue in normal cases, in a normal environment. But what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with high volatility, right? Mania. I traded this ticker on another platform, and I'm almost reluctant to show you what I did with this, because I don't want you to get into the habit of riding waves or riding momentum, but I want you to be in the best case and put yourself on level footing and have a little level of protection here. You can't remember, stocks can go up, they can plateau, or they can go down. So here we see XRT currently trading at 88.08 with support levels at 83.15, 78.35, and 73.15. Now, I want to caution you, these support levels are as of late. Typically, we would see it trading at lower levels with lower support. So be cautious when trading this GME or AMC or any other shorted ticker in this environment. That's all I have for you guys this weekend. If you like the video, give it a quick thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. If this is your first time here, welcome. I've also provided a link below so that you can avail yourself to some free stocks. And until next time, YouTube, when they ask you why it's so easy, tell them RomY taught me.